Good morning and welcome to the 8th episode, I think, of this fucking podcast. This is the weekly Rapp with Vachon and Rapp, and I'm Frank Rapp, sitting from my studio man cave here in my house in Herman.
And I'm Matt Vachon, sitting here in front of some of my CDs.
Yes. A CD collection, folks, that if he dies tomorrow, I will not get. So,
but you get all my figures. So.
Sweet. All right. Hey, I guess I'm gonna hire someone to kill you tonight then.
Yeah.
So. I'm kidding. Listen, sorry, YouTube. Sorry, I'm kidding. I'm seriously kidding.
If I end up dead, I probably did it to myself, folks. It's okay. It's
well, you really didn't, because you don't do drugs, you don't drink.
Yeah.
So unless you start slitting your wrist because you're bored, I don't know.
And I don't like blood, so
yeah, and so that's not gonna happen. So we're gonna talk today about the week that was wrestling and what a week it was. Lots of shit happened. For some ungodly reason, New Japan kept Moxley their champ for some fucking reason, and I have no idea why. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. I figured Kenta would win and win handily, but nope, it was the total opposite.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they're gonna do now because no one can go to the fucking Japan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in reality, if you think about it too, I just thought about this for a second. Kenta can't even go to Japan either. So I guess it makes somewhat sense.
Yeah.
Even still, Moxley, that was his first title offense in what, a year and a half?
Yeah.
Unless they're going to do some cross promotion with AEW.
That's what I'm wondering.
Do you think he's going to, will he drop that belt on Dynamite?
I don't know. I mean, it's possible, but yeah, but I don't know. I don't know how much sense that makes, but I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. Anything's possible.
Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Oh, and I gotta do a shout out to something. This happened Friday night, and I gotta do it to the moon. Some people will get that reference, and they're gonna die laughing. And it's gonna be great. So moving on from that, Daniel Bryan and Jey Uso are going to fight in a steel cage next Friday on SmackDown. And if Daniel Bryan wins, he gets to fight Roman Reigns at Fastlane.
Yeah.
If Jey Uso wins, Daniel Bryan has to tell Roman Reigns he's the head of the table and tribal chief and all that fucking bullshit. So basically what's going to happen is Daniel Bryan will win and he will fight Roman Reigns at Fastlane, and it doesn't mean shit because they've already announced Edge versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Yeah. So we're not the outcome. Yeah. So unless they make it a 3-way at WrestleMania, which could be intriguing, but we know they won't because they'll fuck it up somehow. So the match at Fastlane will be null and void because no one will care.
Yeah. Yeah.
And right back to WWE booking, which is terrible.
Yeah. But at least they put the strap on Miz,
Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that, too. So, segue. Drew McIntyre won the Chamber, which I think I predicted on this show last week, I think. And then Miz came out and cashed in after Bobby Lashley came out and beat the shit out of Drew. Miz came in, cashed in, and I'm literally texting to our friend Scott, who is still awake because I knew you were sleeping and not watching. I wrote back, "Fuck my life," or something along those lines. And then everything that I've read and everything that looks good, it looks like Lashley could win the title tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So the whole point of Miz dropping the title was the winning title was what? So we could get the title on Lashley before WrestleMania? Yeah. Because Lashley lost the United States title to Matt Riddle, but he wasn't pinned because he pinned Morrison. This is really kabuki-ish, Bruce Pritchard. What the fuck are you doing over there?
Who booked this shit?
Who booked it? Who booked it? Like, it makes no logical sense.
Yeah.
If you want Lashley to win the fucking title, just fucking give him the belt. Don't do this bullshit.
Yeah.
But in reality, who wants to see Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre fight at WrestleMania anyway?
Nobody.
There we go.
I'd rather see them both fight Goldberg.
Oh, don't say that because that could probably.
Yeah, no, I won't say it.
The main event at WrestleMania will be Lashley, Drew, Goldberg, and Brock for the title in a fatal 4-way. Oh man, so many people will not buy that pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It'll be on Twitter. It'll be hashtag cancel Peacock.
Yeah, right, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But now that you mentioned it, though, we could definitely see that happening.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, we'll bring it in cold. No, we won't even build it up or nothing. We'll just do it the week before. Oh, hey, by the way,
yeah,
we're gonna add Goldberg and Brock to the title picture because we can.
Yeah.
Because I'm Vince McMahon, and that's what I want to see.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm Vince McMahon, and fuck you.
And my dick is bigger than yours, so fuck off.
Yeah.
Well, when you're worth billions of dollars, you can do whatever fuck you want. So
yeah, right.
Yeah. So the Performance Center had their biggest class to date show up this week. Lots of names from the independent scene. If people are familiar, like we know Christian Casanova from Limitless, who won their title, and they've already announced that he's wrestling again in March. But to me, that would mean they've already filmed it, so he's already gonna lose the title.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Yeah.
Also, another thing, Bailey wants to fight Rey Mysterio.
Well, she's bigger than him, so I mean,
and she could win. So
yeah.
On some other news, A&E is going to air 10 weeks of WWE original programming starting April 18th.
Yeah.
With a 2-hour documentary beforehand, and then they're going to have WWE's Most Wanted Treasures on after at 10. Now, we talked about this during the week. I'm watching this shit, and I'm going to love every second.
Yeah, same here. And if I fall asleep, I'm going to watch it first thing the next day.
We're both huge marks for their documentary stuff that they do, because I feel that it's fantastic. I bitch about their booking and about their shows, but their documentary stuff they do on the network, their timeline stuff, the Ruthless Aggression series, the Chronicle stuff, the 24/7 crap they do, the Icon series. I can't talk enough about good things about their documentary stuff. It is off the charts. It's going to be just as good as it is on A&E. I cannot wait to watch this, Lost Treasures show of what all kinds of wrestling shit people are going to find out there.
Yeah, that's going to be so cool.
Oh, they didn't come to my house because I'm not the Michael Jordan of figure collecting, like Zack Ryder, or as we call whatever his name is, Matt Cardona. I don't have that kind of money, but my collection I think is pretty decent. So WWE, if you want to come hang out at my house in Herman, I'd love to have you. My dog might bite you on the way in, but other than that, my other dog will lick you to death. So feel free, come on by. Comment on our Twitter. Comment on our YouTube page. Hit me up. Come on over, hang out. My wife will bitch at you guys because your guys' booking sucks and she gets pissed off about it. My kid will talk your ear off to death about Roblox and Barbie dolls, and it'll be a good time.
Yeah.
But no, it's seriously, no, it's gonna be good. We have that coming in April. Then we have, I think, that show on Vice is coming in March.
Yep.
What the hell is that called? Beyond, what is it called?
Dark Side of the Mat, Dark Side of the Ring, or whatever.
Yeah, so that's coming. They're doing a season premiere. They're going to talk about seasons 1 and 2 with Conrad, I guess, and that's coming in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Because as I look at the calendar, tomorrow is March 1st.
We did it.
I know, we did it. We got through. We've done this for 2 months now. We haven't got thrown off the air yet.
Yeah.
The only issue is nobody watches because no one cares. So, but it's okay. We like doing it, so we don't care.
This is like, I don't know. I don't do it for the fans or celebrity. I do it because it's just fun to talk. So
fun to talk, fun to throw it on YouTube. See how many assholes will actually listen to us. So So the WWE ends the Ric Flair and Lacey Evans storyline for obvious reasons. 1, because it sucked. 2, because it sucked. And 3, because she was legitly pregnant.
Yeah.
And not by him. Yeah, and it was not by him, no. So it looks like Charlotte talks some shit to him, and then hopefully Ric Flair will go bye-bye until they need him at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Look, I love Ric Flair. You love Ric Flair, but I don't need to see him on TV all the time.
Yeah. Just turned what, 72, 73?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Just hang out. Just hang out, Rick. Just hang out.
Enjoy life. We forgot to mention this last week. Last week was like the 32nd anniversary of him fighting Steamboat at the show in Chicago, Chi-Town Rumble, where Steamboat won the title. 32 years, I believe, or 31 years.
Wow.
Since that happened. Think about that. 1989. Yeah. Yeah, I remember.
Like 89 was such like a big year for me. Like it's so weird, like to do like the math about shit. Wow. All right.
Yeah, we're getting old. It's not rocket science.
Yeah.
You know, I'm old. We're getting old. It's it's inevitable. We're gonna get old and drop dead. So we just gotta deal with it. Rhea Ripley's coming to Raw. Does anybody care?
No.
Because this should have happened a year ago. This should have happened after.
I still wouldn't have cared then.
Oh, that's because you don't watch it.
Yeah.
I got to get you to watch it at least a little bit here. Okay.
I know.
Does anyone care that Chad Gable and Otis turned heel on SmackDown?
No.
Okay. Adam Cole attacks Roderick Strong. So Adam Cole's a heel?
Yeah, apparently.
And he's gonna feud with his whole Undisputed Era group, or is he gonna go after the title? Yeah, you have no idea either, do you? No, I didn't think so.
I would say he feuds with the whole Undisputed Era, but I don't know. We'll see.
So Cole and Balor versus O'Reilly and Strong, because Bobby Fish, I think, is hurt. I think.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, Riddle won the U.S. title. No one cares because I hate him.
Yeah, I can't stand him.
He is awful.
Yeah.
I don't like the gimmick. I don't like the bro thing. Didn't like the gimmick when he was on the Indies. I just don't like it. So people won't agree with that, but I just don't find I don't find him entertaining whatsoever. I find him super fucking annoying.
Yeah, I'm the exact same way. So if you think that's bad, try sitting next to him in a van.
Yeah. Because if you sit next to him in a van, he'll ask. He'll be like, "Hey, you suck my dick."
Yeah. So it's like, sometimes I wish I'd only watched him on TV and not taken that road trip with him.
Yeah, I know.
In all fairness, though, I really needed that ride home.
No, you just wanted his dick in your mouth. We already talked about Edge is going to fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Bianca Belair will fight Sasha Banks at WrestleMania. That might be okay.
Yeah. Sasha she's always pretty good, anyway. So
yeah, Sasha and Bayley, man, they're fucking great. I love them. They're awesome. Bianca Belair, she's okay. I think she can get better. Becky Lynch, I can't stand. Sorry, Scott. Sami Zayn, I can't stand. Sorry, Scott. I like Sasha. I like Bayley. I like Charlotte. I think those are the top 3 women's wrestlers right now. Rhea Ripley's probably 4. I mean, Becky Lynch should be in there, but she had a kid, so she's hanging out with the kid. So that happens. So whatever. But I think it's that match could steal the show at WrestleMania if they're given enough time, because they both can go. Banks can work. Banks was the top wrestler of the year for 2020, male or female, according to Sports Illustrated. So that bitch can go.
Yep.
And I think Bayley had a good year too last year.
Yep.
And then in a really weird thing that happened this week, the Big Show joined AEW.
Yeah, you texted me that. It was almost like I thought it was like a meme, like at first.
No.
Like I didn't think. I just thought it was. Yeah, I thought it was kind of a joke, and then I was like, well,
No.
I'm like, well, I'm like, I haven't been into Big Show for at least the last decade, but yeah, so I couldn't believe that. I'm like, okay, I get like, AEW's like they're at the point where they're signing like way too many people, and then so they sign him, and I'm like, well, what are you gonna do with him?
Well, from what I've read, they're having a third show on Monday nights.
Yeah.
On YouTube, and him and Shivani will be the commentators on that show. And then they want him to wrestle, apparently.
It's like Marco Strom or.
Well, I'll say this: I can see All Friends Wrestling doing that match.
Yeah.
Because I read Marco Stunt's Twitter, and he was all excited about Big Show joining AEW.
Yeah.
So I swear to God, if they do Marco Stunt versus the Big Show, our friend John will fucking have a heart attack and smash every TV in his house.
Yeah.
And I probably won't be too far behind him, honestly. Because, I mean, I think that's going to be...
Yeah.
There's no... As John says, Marco Stunt should be at the Limitless Dojo show Friday night that we went to instead of on TV.
Yeah.
So, I mean, commentator, and then he's going to wrestle.
Yeah.
And then I read this morning that Mark Henry wants to wrestle again in 6 months. What the fuck?
Like why? Like I don't know. I mean, I guess a lot of these guys didn't have like a plan B, like in like what to do in retirement or
Mark Henry's on Busted Open on Sirius XM a couple of days a week.
Yeah. So yeah.
I mean, why? I thought he was injured. Like, whatever. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Oh, JYD's on my TV right now talking to Magnum TA. That's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Before or after the car accident?
This was from 1989, so it was before, but it was after Magnum's,
Yeah.
But I look, so AEW is gonna have 3 shows, I guess. 2 of the shows I don't watch, so I watch Dynamite. I don't watch anything on the YouTube stuff.
Yeah, right.
I did miss. They did have JD Drake versus Eddie Kingston on their YouTube show, and I didn't watch it, and I should have.
Yeah.
Because JD Drake's pretty good.
Yeah, they have. I mean, that's some of the people they have on that AEW Dark stuff. Like, is like it looks pretty cool, but I never go on YouTube to watch it.
No, I never think to watch it because when it first started, it was only like an hour. Now it's 2 hours.
Yeah,
and then this other show they're gonna have another hour. I think it's called AEW like Evolution or some shit like that. I think that's what it's called. Let me look. But yeah, AE Dark Elevation. And he's and he's going to be with his real name Paul Wright. So and then last thing we'll talk about before we talk about our managers, we already talked about a little bit, but Miz cashed in and then won the title.
Yeah, and
then he's going to hopefully lose the title tomorrow.
Yeah, and Nick and Matt Jackson's dad got his ass kicked.
Yes, he did.
That was awesome. That was like one of my favorite things I've seen in a few weeks.
That was the best thing I've seen. That was great. That was I didn't really expect them to do that, but that was great. But
it was just to see them like driving away, like it was just I loved it. It was so good.
But even still, they're not going to lose the belts.
No, I know. Yeah.
And we talked about this the other day. What are they going to do next Sunday for this exploding barbed wire death match thing? What are they going to do?
I don't know. Yeah, we're both like, we talked during the week. It's like, what are they going to do? How do they do this? Is it live? Is it taped? What do we do? Like, I don't. It'll be cool. It'll be fun to watch. But yeah, I have no idea. Like.
There's no way they bleed gushers, though. There's no way.
No.
So then, if you're not going to bleed in the barbed wire death match, then there's no point of having one.
Yeah.
But I mean, you need to bleed. This is gonna sound stupid, but don't bleed buckets. Like, I get it. Like, if you nick yourself a little bit too deep, I understand that. But like, I don't need to see bleeding buckets all over the ring. Like,
Yeah.
if their arms get cut up and their back gets cut up, because Moxley's gonna be a moron and just fucking walk in there with no shirt on.
Yeah.
I can see Omega in jeans and a shirt and whatever else, but Moxley's a nut. So Moxley's crazy. So I can see him not wearing a shirt.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, who's gonna who's gonna take the C4 drop first? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I guess more than anything, I just hope they both have a good time.
Well, they're gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
But yeah, do they tape it? Do they do it live? Like, you can't really, like, do you clear out all the people, all the wrestlers down by the ring and just do it on
Yeah.
You take the ropes off and do it I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because there's no room at Daly's place.
Right.
So where are they going to film it, on the football field?
Yeah, they could. That practice field where they did the
No, that was the actual football field. That wasn't the practice field.
Oh, no kidding.
Yes.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, that wasn't the practice. That was the actual football stadium they filmed that in.
Oh, see, I always thought that was like, oh, that's their practice facility.
No, that was the actual, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah. That's cool. That's the best thing that's happened on that field in a long time.
Well, yeah, but according to Jim Cornette, it was the worst thing Chris Jericho's ever done in his entire life. And they're no longer friends. So. But no, it's we'll see what happens. I mean, and then you got Hangman versus Matt Hardy, and you got that casino fucking ladder match thing for whatever, and you got that tag team Royal Rumble crap, that whatever.
Yeah.
No women's match yet, right? Or will the winner of that tournament fight somebody, right? Is that how it goes?
I think so. I don't think they've announced anything official. So,
but the winner of that tournament will fight for the women's title, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So Nyla Rose is going to fight somebody.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully Riho Strong.
Oh, fuck. I forgot about her. I hate her.
I gave her a last name, so as an ode to somebody else.
All right, so that was the week that was wrestling, according to you and I. So we'll move into our top 4 managers.
Yeah. All right, do you want to talk about Tiger Woods real quick?
Oh yeah, let's talk about Tiger Woods.
I just wanted to say, I don't know about you, but to me, Tiger Woods' drives are getting a lot shorter.
Yeah.
I just had to get that in before we transition to something.
Tiger Woods might not ever drive again.
Yeah.
A car or a golf ball.
Yeah. Yeah.
Apparently he was late going to a photo shoot. My dad said the car just got dropped off at wherever he was staying, that car he was in, and he was driving fast, and like any normal human being, didn't realize how bad the road was, probably because they said that road right there is really windy and bad, and there's lots of accidents there, according to the police guy.
Yeah.
You would think they would fix that if there's lots of accidents there, but that's
right. Yeah.
So Tiger basically mangled his right leg. He was at one hospital, now he's at another hospital. So I don't know if we'll ever see him play golf again.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, it's too early to tell right now, but yeah, that's.
I mean, his leg injury was like Alex Smith.
Yeah, yeah. And so couple that with already all the back issues like he's had. It's like, man,
Imagine he gets out of that, his back's like, oh, his back's better now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, how's that? Like, oh, you get in an accident. Oh, my back feels great.
Yeah.
But my leg is missing. But it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, we might not ever see him wrestle. I mean, not wrestle, but play golf again, or wrestle with any women again either.
We might see him wrestle before he plays golf.
um, I'm so glad I have the Tiger Woods bobblehead that I bought.
I got a signed book somewhere.
Really? Is it the book about how he had sex with all those women?
No, better. It's about the Masters. that book is about Masters. Yeah. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, he did a book signing in New York, and I did like a pre-order thing to get it. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet. Oh, Big Ben's gonna come back, I guess, for season fucking 37 and a half.
For some reason.
Yeah, I guess they want him back.
Yeah. Hopefully he takes a pay cut though, so they're not paying him, $43 million or whatever next year.
Yeah. Hopefully. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
A couple of the mock drafts that I've read this week, they have Atlanta trading up to 2 and taking Zach Wilson. That was Vipers on saw on ESPN.
Yeah.
They have New England trading up and taking Trey Lance at like 10.
Yeah.
They have San Francisco trading up and taking Mac Jones in the top 10.
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna see that much activity, especially I can't see the Patriots trading up, like really, like.
Well, they need a quarterback, so they might not have a choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they can get one of those guys, I don't see why they wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, they need a quarterback now because Cam Newton wasn't the answer.
No.
Jared Stidham is not the answer. They should have fucking paid Tom Brady and fucking kept him, but they're fucking stupid and let him go.
Yep.
They will never ever have a dynasty like they had before, ever again.
No.
And I don't know who wanted to get rid of him more, Belichick or Kraft. Probably Belichick.
Yeah.
But when you don't give the weapons to your best player, they're not going to do shit.
Right. Yep.
Yes, Brady was getting protected, but when you have nobody to throw to because they're all covered, what are you supposed to do with that? Oh, I'll dump it to James White out of the backfield for 3 yards.
Yeah.
And then we'll run it and get stuffed, and then we're 3rd and 8.
Yeah.
And you're gonna blitz, and then you're fucked.
Yep.
There you go. There's the Patriots offense from 2 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you don't give your best player weapons, you're not like. The weapons he had this year was the most weapons he's ever had in his entire life.
Oh, yeah.
And they won the fucking Super Bowl.
Yep.
They really didn't need Antonio Brown to win the Super Bowl. Brady just wanted him to have him. They needed Gronk, though.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
And if Gronk comes back and they got Cameron Brate and O.J. Howard, that's fuck. They might win the whole thing again.
Yeah. Yep.
So, baseball started their spring training baseball action today. The Yankees played at 1. Woohoo!
Yeah.
The NBA All-Star game is next Sunday. I will have it on because I like watching the 3-point contest and the dunk contest. And you know what? Even if LeBron James still bitches and whines about going there, he'll still go there. So
he'll still go.
Did you see Zatan's comments?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
But, you know what? He's not wrong.
No, I know. Yeah, but it's funny, like, because he's Swedish, but and he's always, and it's funny because this was a few years ago that he was bitching to the media that he was treated differently in Sweden because he doesn't look like all the other people in Sweden. And so now, but he's like, just shut up and play. And it's like, I do get it, I expect, people's like freedom of speech, they can say whatever they want, but it's like, I don't care, like what, doesn't mean much. It doesn't mean much to me. Like he's, it's when somebody's making millions and millions of dollars, I mean, we're not on the same page. Like nothing you're gonna say is gonna make me feel bad for you.
Nope. Nothing. Nope. And nothing. No, because you know what? The thing is they can say whatever they want. Athletes, media, whatever.
Yeah.
But when we say it, because we're middle class hobos, from Podunk, Maine, we think that we're not educated and we're stupid.
Yeah.
When in reality, we're pretty smart people. We know what we're talking about. So we can have an opinion too. Just because I don't have money coming out my ass doesn't mean I can't have an opinion about something. So
Right.
I mean, look, I'm not here to like, say, negative stuff or be a dickhead, but he's right. Shut the fuck up and play basketball and leave your politic comments to your fucking self.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, I hate him. I hate him.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. Yeah.
God, but
Yeah.
it's all good. Like, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, JYD's on the TV again, helping out Ivan Koloff. That's a weird pairing.
Still got him here. So.
You still got him?
Still got him right here. JYD.
All right. So let's talk about top managers. Okay.
Yeah.
You can go first. Who's your top 4?
All right. Starting with number 4. The mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart. So always loved Jimmy Hart as a character, like, Hart Foundation, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Natural Disasters. I loved him in, like, the Megaphone and just the chicken shit heel, like, character. And absolutely like him quite a bit. It's cool that he's still involved with Hogan, and
he's Hogan's manager.
Yeah, he was Hogan. Yeah, he was like literally like Hogan's guy,
He still is.
Yeah. So that's why he made my number 4. Number 3, I've got Elizabeth. I put Miss Elizabeth just because of her work with the Mega Powers and obviously Macho, and but I just thought she was like she was kind of like a big deal. Like, I thought, she wasn't, obviously athletically she wasn't as talented as like Sherry or anything, but I thought she was a great character. I thought she was sweet, and so she's my number 3. And the top 2 we already know. Cornette, I got number 2. Same thing, that little asshole with the freaking tennis racket. A guy that just absolutely loved the business, loved that role. It's Cornette. I don't know what more to say, but and number 1 is Heenan. Heenan is my favorite wrestling personality ever. Like, he was so funny. And Lawler had a lot of that too, like, a lot of those one-liners and stuff like that. But God, I loved Heenan. Still love Heenan. Like I said, my favorite personality in wrestling history. So that's my Mount Rushmore. So
wow,
yeah,
pretty good.
2 of them are dead, 2 of them are alive. That's
okay. Yeah, and one of them was killed at Lex Luger's house. So
yeah. So
okay, so my top 2 were the same as yours. So I got Heenan's 1, Cornette's 2. No explanation needed. My number 3 is not Miss Elizabeth. Fuck her. My number 3 is Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman's number 3. Paul Heyman, he was the manager of the original Midnight Express back in 88, end of 88, beginning of 89, when they feuded with the Midnight Express. Heyman called and brought in Dennis Condrey and Randy Rhodes, and they were the original Midnight Express versus the Midnight Express of Jim Cornette in that era. Then Heyman went on and he did the Dangerous Alliance with Rick Rude and Arn Anderson and Steve Austin and Medusa, Then he went on to basically run ECW for a number of years. Then went to the WWE and was Brock Lesnar's guy. Then he was Paul. And then he was a Big Show's guy for a little bit too, if you can remember that.
Yep.
And then he had a hiatus for a while, and then he was Punk's guy. Then he was Lesnar's guy. They tried him with didn't they try him with Curtis Axel too?
I don't know.
I think
I
so.
don't remember.
And then now he's Roman Reigns' guy. Heyman's the man on the mic. He's so good on the mic. Even now, he's just so good. So that's why he's number 3. Because I can't put him ahead of Cornette and I can't put him ahead of Heenan.
Yeah.
Cornette's run and Heenan's run. Heenan's run started in the 70s with the Bruiser. Then with Botwinkle and the AWA.
Yeah.
He went in and had the Heenan family with, Andre and Haku.
Yep.
And, he managed the Brooklyn Brawler, which is hilarious to think of. Arn and Telly. He had some, at one point, his whole stable had the Intercontinental title and the tag team titles all at once. Never won the WWE title. But, Heenan was the man. Cornette's the man. Paul Heyman's the man. And then my 4th is Jimmy Hart, just like you.
Yeah.
Jimmy Hart got to start in Memphis, and people didn't realize that. He was in the band The Gentrys.
Yeah.
And then got into wrestling. He, like you said, he was a chicken shit heel in the WWF. He was a chicken shit heel in Memphis. Lawler feuded with Jimmy Hart's stable, which was, I think, King Kong Bundy and a couple others, if I remember correctly, in Memphis. And then he went over to the WWF, managed King Kong Bundy at the beginning. Greg Valentine, Honky Tonk Man, I forgot to mention him. When the Hart Foundations were heel. Jimmy Hart is synonymous with wrestling, even though he's like herpes, you can't get rid of him because everywhere you look, there's Jimmy Hart. So, there's my top 4. It's not the same as yours. It's different because I put Heyman in there because, we can argue all day about this shit. Like, you could put Woman in there too if you think about it.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Woman started in Florida with Kevin Sullivan and that crew.
Yep. Right.
And then she was in the NWA, and then she was in ECW, and then she was in WCW. So like, Woman was good. Sherry Martel was good. You could put the Grand Wizard in there from like the 70s and 80s. I'm not putting Slick in there because no.
Paul Ellering.
Paul Ellering was good, but he didn't. Yeah, you could put him in there. But,
I don't know if he. I don't like he's. I'd say top 10, but I don't know if I could. But
I mean, he managed one of the greatest tag teams ever for like 30 years. So
yeah.
The worst thing they did with him was they gave him a mannequin and put him on the motorcycles at SummerSlam '92. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's our managers. I think that's pretty good. I forgot to put Cyrus on there. I should have put Cyrus the Virus on there, but I didn't.
He's cool, but
no, he's not. No, he's not cool. No, he's a piece of shit. Yeah. So I went to the Limitless showcase whatever show at Ronco's Sports Bar in Brewer 2 nights ago with 2 wonderful gentlemen. It was a good time. Had some fun. The best thing on the show was Alec Price, who I think is going to be really good. It's just his problem is he's just really skinny.
Yeah.
But he can work. He's like between him and Mac Daniels, they were the 2 best on that whole show.
Yeah.
It was the first time, I've seen a live show in over a year. I think.
Yeah, probably.
When was my last? I can't remember my last Limitless. My last Limitless show was in September because I went to their anniversary show, and then that was the last live show I've been to.
Yeah.
So
yeah, they were gonna have another one, like I think the end of March before everything.
Yeah, they were gonna do some prom thing.
Yeah.
Because Retro was gonna fight Statlander for the title.
Yeah. Yep.
And then that all changed. But so it was fun. It was fun to get out. Those 35 people there. It was sold out. They're coming back at the end of March. I think I'm going to go with probably Scott because I know you won't go to your house. And as I heard 85 times, John will be in Florida. So shout out to our buddy Adam. He was supposed to go, but he bought a house Friday,
Yeah.
so he didn't go. So Scott took his place. So congratulations, Adam. Good for you. Welcome to owning a home. It will keep you up at night, and it will give you gray hairs in your beard, and it will make you go bald because you constantly worry about everything fucking breaking. And then how are you going to fix the shit? We don't have any goddamn money. So, in case people haven't figured it out, I work at a school and I make good money, but I'm not, I'm not well off. My savings account is okay, but it's going to be dwindling down here shortly. So it's all good, but it's all good. It's fine.
Yeah.
But no, it was, like I said, I hope to go back at the end of March, but we'll see how it goes. Tickets were $5.
Yeah.
Didn't really, AC Romero was there. He was commenting with Randy up on the stage.
Yeah.
They kept chanting AC and so it was,
cool.
everyone was spaced out. You had to wear your mask the whole time. So, people would take a drink and then not put their mask back up and they get yelled at. So,
yeah,
it wasn't great pro wrestling, but I still got to go see pro wrestling. So, pretty grateful that I got to go.
Did they have merch and stuff too, or
they had some, but just shirts. They didn't have. I was more looking for toys, but they didn't have anything. Just shirts and stuff, and I really didn't want a shirt because I really don't need another shirt.
Yeah,
I have enough wrestling shirts. I think to last me forever. So
yeah.
Plus, I just went to Martin's yesterday and bought a couple of Jordan shirts. So
nice,
because they were pretty cheap. So
yeah,
$17.50 for a Jordan shirt. You can't really beat that.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
I got 2 of them.
Yeah.
And I bought a pair of shorts.
They didn't have any of the shoes, did they?
Not in my size.
Yeah.
They never have shoes in my size.
Yeah, right.
I walk down there. I always come back like all sad, like I'm gonna cry. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
no,
right.
No 14s or 15s. Thanks.
Yeah. Cool. Just purple. Converse All Stars. Great. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They had these Blight Brew New Balance that were size 17. I'm like, yeah, I don't want them. So, but no, Martin's has some good deals if you want to go there. Power Tools on sale right now.
Yep. That's it. I got my that's where I got my Daryl Dawkins Chocolate Thunder ponies. Like
really?
Shoes. What's that? Yeah. This is years ago, but yeah, my brother called me and he sent me a picture of it. He goes, dude, Martin's has Daryl Dawkins ponies. And I was like, what? And so I ran over and grabbed a pair, because they were like $20 or $30 or whatever. So I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Like, and then I went out and I got a Chocolate Thunder jersey too. Like, so I can wear with it. So yeah, the retro Sixers jersey.
That's awesome. This was 2000 2001. I bought a pair of Jordans from Martin's.
Man.
And I would play out, and I would wear them when I played outside. So like I'd go up to the Pendleton Street and play. I wore them down. There was no tread left. The soles were it was just flat.
Yeah.
And you'd go to stop like 2 years later and you would just slide.
Yeah. But hey,
back then you would just go outside and play basketball for hours at a time.
Yeah.
And then what I discovered was, people would bring coolers and they'd be half in the bag by the time our 80th game was over. And I'm like, oh, no wonder why they're all asshole now, because we beat them. They're mad.
Yeah. I miss those days though. Those are a lot of fun, Yeah. I remember that. You'd start a game playing, you'd start playing 21 and then you'd end up playing, 121 just because you just want to keep going. So
yeah. Or you play 21 and then 10 people show up and you're running full court.
Yep.
And then on the other side, there's full court going on the other side. So yeah. Yeah, that was back. That was a long time ago. It doesn't happen anymore.
No.
So, which is why I'm surprised they haven't bulldozed those courts yet.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I mean, they bulldozed next to it, made a parking lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone complained about parking on Pelton Street and that there wasn't enough parking. And so they said, well, if you want it, then the park's got to go. And so the park went.
Well, yeah, because no one ever went to that park anyway.
Yeah. Right. Right.
I got stung by I think 30 or 40 bees underneath a tree in that park.
So you weren't pissed at all when they paved it up.
No, no, I was weed whacking by a tree, and then
Yeah.
I got stung all over, like all over. I got stung behind my ear was like out to here, and like you could see like the shit from the bees running down my. Oh yeah, it was great. I drove back to the wreck, and I was like, man, what the heck? I walk in. John Mackey's like, you need to go to the hospital. I was like, what's up? My ear was like out to here, like I was all, oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they had to go. Like they went and like bombed that. Oh, about that. It was. They said the nest was like this, and it was underground, so like you couldn't see it. So like I was weed whacking, and then I hit the nest, and then all hell broke loose after that.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I drove Then that was like in 2000, and then I drove the lawnmower in the river in like 2005.
Yeah,
I think it was
trying to cut that seagrass,
Well, I was at Fish Park and I hit that hill.
Yeah.
And it was raining, and I hit the top of the hill, and I literally went like this down the hill all the way down, down by the rocks. The lawnmower flipped up on its side, so I'm hanging there. I unbuckled the seatbelt. The blades are still running, so I had to manually shut the blades off. And I called on the radio. I'm like, "Hey, I just crashed into the river with the lawnmower." And they were like, "No, you didn't." I'm like, "I did."
Yeah.
Yeah, like I literally had to crawl up the rocks and get my keys, my wallet, and my phone because I put there was like a little cubby that you put your shit in, and I put my phone, my keys, so like that all open. So like I'm crawling up the rocks trying to find my car keys, my cell phone, and my wallet. Get on the radio. Hey, I crashed in the river. Like an ambulance came. A fire truck came. A couple city guys came that didn't work for parks. They just worked for the city because they saw me, and they were like, "Frank, what happened?" I said, well, this is what happened. They saw my skid marks, and down I went. And oh yeah,
fuck
yeah. Well, when you had bald tires on shit, I'm like, did I really take this out? And they're like, yeah, it's fine. I'm like, there's no tread on like the back tire. Like it was all worn in the middle. I'm like, I don't know about that. Oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hey.
Have fun fishing that out of the river. Did the thing go into the river, or did it stay on the rocks?
Stayed on the rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah, upside down.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
They flipped it back over and still ran it for a couple of years, and then they finally got rid of
it. And never changed the tires.
That was when I was officially done with the brewery after that.
Yeah. I was done with them after I won the 1999 free throw championship. So I mean, I had nothing left to accomplish at that point,
So you were a senior in high school and you beat a bunch of 12-year-olds. Good for you.
No, there were other seniors there too.
So you beat like who'd you beat? Let's see.
I beat Bubar and Adam Soames and Eli Jacobs. I mean, I was. Oh yeah, I went because basically you would get up to the foul line, you had a practice shot, and then you would take 10 free throws. And so I think Jacobs probably went like 8 for 10. I think Bubar went 9 for 10, and I went last and I hit 10 for 10. I missed my practice shot, but then I went 10 for 10.
Really?
So yeah, I was good at free throws. That's about it.
You still have that trophy?
Oh yeah, of course I do. See, it's like the only it's my proudest accomplishment. I don't have kids. I mean, Christ. So all I got is that basketball trophy. Yeah. In a lifetime of memories.
Yeah, I have a lifetime of memories too when my teams were terrible. So
yeah.
You know, when you have all guards on your team and you're the tallest guy on your team, that's like a BOGO for varsity basketball.
Yeah, right.
You know, especially when you have a 6'5" kid that's at the bench because he couldn't move his feet. So
Yeah.
oh well.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know, wonderful days at Brewer High School.
Yep.
And now I get to work there. Woohoo!
Yeah.
And let me tell you, times are changing. And
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. Is times are changing. So, all right. So with that, we're gonna wrap this shit up. Move on with our Sunday.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about next week?
I don't know. You want to do another list?
Yeah, let's do. We're not gonna do a top 4.
Yeah.
I'll make you do some homework.
Okay.
Let's do top 10 best wrestling shows we've seen. So that can be anything.
Yeah.
So WWE, ECW, WCW, New Japan, Ring of Honor. You know, we'll do that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I think that'll be good
Yeah, that'll be fun.
because it's going to be a completely different list.
Yeah. It'll be. I mean, we might get like a few that are the same, but they'll be completely different.
Number one,
so we're talking like
pay-per-views.
Okay, just the entire pay-per-view, not just a match. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Then we'll do matches, and then we'll do other stuff. But yeah, we'll do top 10 best pay-per-views. We'll do that.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. Sounds good to me. So.
Okay, so that's it. We're gonna wrap up. This has been the weekly wrap with Vachon and Rapp, and I'm Frank Rapp.
I'm Matt Vachon.
And we are out, and we will talk to you fuckers later.
Yeah.